Hey there, welcome back to a new episode. In this one we are looking at Bngo. So of course Bngo is a stock which we look at daily, and tonight we're having a look at how the movements of today have reflected on the share's price. Now if we do have a quick zoom in on today, we can see that we are actually down according to Google by about 1%, and a lot of that is coming from market close. So of course towards the end of the market trading session we can see that the stock price saw a bit of a decrease. Now overall it has been a volatile day. We can see market open was actually a big sell-off as well. We were pretty stable though from there, bringing the price back up to even higher than where we started. But unfortunately we lost a bit of that traction towards about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that was where we saw our low point actually, and from there we saw a bit of an increase in the shares price ending the day. So of course from 2 o'clock we are now up by about 0.74, so of course not even that much, but we are up overall, so it is kind of a good indication of things to come. Now of course over the past 5 days we can see this big increase in share price on the 2nd of February, and actually a steady decrease since then. Now of course today, which was of course Friday, has seen this sell-off kind of level out, kind of in the sense that it is a bit less steep than it has been in previous days. I think this is a good thing because it definitely could show this sell-off honestly almost even coming to an end. So of course in this one I'm giving all of my personal opinions on what we have been seeing and whether this stock is a good buy right now, so it would be appreciated if you could leave a like and subscribe, as we are trying to grow the channel, and of course each subscriber does help. But with that being said guys, I am not a financial advisor, so please do your own research and use this video for entertainment purposes only, and with that being said, let's jump straight in. So yeah guys, Bngo is a very interesting stock indeed. Obviously looking at this one long term, we are seeing big potential in the shares price because the company is pretty fantastic and what they do is amazing. Now don't get me wrong guys, the technology is pretty advanced at the minute, but obviously there is the argument that some of the technology is not 100% where it is going to be in the future, and honestly that is a good thing because it does indicate that this industry, which is of course the genomics industry, is going to advance itself more, and I personally do believe that is the case. I think with that happening, of course a lot more illnesses will be able to be diagnosed through this method, and I think things like that really do increase the shares price going forwards into the future. So honestly long term I definitely do see big potential. Now I've said it before guys, I will say it again, I have a conservative estimate on this one of about $20, which would of course represent an increase in price by 2 times if it was to reach $20, and of course you know what, I think it could even fly even higher than that in the future. But obviously it does depend how much hype the stock is exposed to, but realistically guys, at the current price of $11 I wouldn't even say it's overvalued. I would actually say it's quite undervalued because I do see it as a very good long-term buy and hold company, as like I said the expansion is definitely going to be there in the future. But of course when we're looking a bit more closely, we are looking at great entry points and where they should be, and right now I think we are definitely at one of the best which we could reach, because yes, the price has increased by a large amount recently, and honestly usually when this happens I say it's a bad thing, but with this one, looking at the company's fundamentals, it's actually a good thing in my personal view. I think it will continue into the future, so it is questionable that we won't see as big increases as we have been seeing over the past month, because if we do get a figure on that one, we can see we are up by about 131%, so we are looking at big increases, and we can't be expecting this every month, but I do believe we will be back on the growth soon. So right now we are looking at a pretty low point, and I definitely think it is going to start to level off and actually bring us back up. And of course even looking at the charts today, yes, we have seen a lot of volatility, but like I said, to the ends of the market session we are seeing this one actually start to pull back a little bit, which is quite an indication in my view of some growth coming back into this one on Monday. So for the majority of the day, yes, we have seen a lot of volatility, but towards the end we are looking pretty flat and actually a little bit in the upside. I think this could indicate some great growth coming into the future. So my personal predictions for this one guys, I think next week we'll hopefully be back on the growth, but I will be giving a bit more of my personal predictions into the next week on Sunday. But I think next week will actually hold some very interesting things for the stock. I think it could bring it back up a little bit. I don't think it will be too big, but I think it would be enough to consider this a good entry point. But obviously guys, if we are looking to buy Bngo stock, we are not looking for those small short-term profits, we're looking for those larger long-term profits, as the company's fundamentals are absolutely there. I think now is definitely a very good entry point, because personally in my view, and like I've said I am not a financial advisor, I can't see this one dipping by much more. I think it will level out pretty soon in the high $10 range, if not even staying in the $11 range. I think that would be a fantastic thing to see as well, and of course if we can remain in this range, this high price point, it will definitely hold us pretty well into the future, and of course help us to see the share price increase steadily in the next few months. So Bngo in my opinion, definitely a buy right now, definitely a very good entry point, and I would definitely be looking to place a position in this one one if I was having my eyes on it, because I think now is a very good point. But of course, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so please make sure to do your own research. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the very short video. Of course, tomorrow or at some point on the weekend, we'll be looking more into the fundamentals of the company. So if you do want to see that, guys, please do subscribe to not miss that episode. But with that being said, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I hope you didn't work too hard this week, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.